Must be mad. Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. This then, some CD32 Additions, but not a collection update, which I haven't done for years now, to be honest. Regarding the update, collection update rather, or the collecting every CD32, I think I'm 3 games missing still. Well, I do have them, but not the proper boxed editions or that sort of thing. So I'm not fussed about that. I did a video a few years back where I was going to sell, I said I was going to sell like half the collection, which I never did. I still might actually come the end of the summer. It's weird because the CD32 holds no nostalgia for me because I didn't pick one up back in the day. I had a 500 plus and I went straight to the PlayStation after that, to be honest. Probably a year or so without too much gaming, then I went to the PlayStation. So I never had a 1200, never had a CD32 and nothing like that. But yeah, obviously, well, probably best part of 10 years ago now, I decided I got hold of some CD32 games and I thought I'd collect a lot. Try and collect a lot because at the time no one else was doing it, and it's something different. It's something different to what other people were doing on YouTube at the time. Yeah, well, obviously other things got in the way, so I never ended up completely collecting them all. Didn't complete the collection, but like I said, I've pretty much got them all anyway, in a way. Yeah, so this then, just a few games, a couple of games. They're like recent releases, plus something a little dodgy, an unreleased game. It's due out in '94, didn't come out, but then got released kind of in about 2015 or something. So, and also a book, a really good book, which I'll quickly flick through a few pages, show you. Some of you may be aware of it, depends if you're into CD32 at all, doesn't it? Anyhow, first up, I showed this a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, my Amiga pickups video, but if you didn't see that, it's quite a recent game, the last couple of years. It's called Skill Grid. Won't do a gameplay, that's in the video back then. There's also gameplays on YouTube. This is a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up with a difference, where you have to hit certain grids to get power-ups, to increase time, you get mini bosses, increase your firepower, all sorts of stuff like that. It's a lovely big clamshell box. It's inside, floppy disks, CD, obviously CD32, various postcards and badges and whatnot. Yeah, good stuff that. So there's been many, quite a few rather, recent releases, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Well, not the games, but and this. Now this appeared, a link to this book appeared on Twitter a couple of months ago now. Someone I follow, I think it's Amiga J or something, he done some CD32 mini magazines, but I think after a couple of issues he stopped doing them. I haven't seen nothing since. So I'm going to collect all them. But this sums it up. This is like awesome. This is called CD32 Disc Reference Guide, and this, look at that, this contains every single release. There's always going to be a few questions about a couple of things. It's got a review of each game, tons. It's even in here somewhere there's a game that come out in the Czech Republic only, which I've not heard of before. It's, I don't know if I can find it in time without boring you to death. He reviewed, oh, so it's him, here you go, Magic Island. Ever heard that one? I haven't either. Reviews them, does the box scan, case scan, disc scan, stuff like that. And his review of what he thinks of the games personally. I say it goes on and on. So, brilliant, but I haven't really sat down and really gone through it yet, as such. What it also has in here, has a lot in here actually, has all the demo discs that are available, all the utilities, you know, like and maths and spelling and public domain. And at the back, or near the back, it shows you, hang on, bear with me, recent release games like Bridge Strike, which is basically like River Raid, Catacombs 3, which is a kind of dungeon crawler. Cyberpunks 2, another one. Devil's Temple, which is a Kung Fu Master. Invia, shooter in my past showed you a couple of years ago now probably. Jim Power, got a, if you like, a release on the CD32 recently. Pong 4K, the reshoot games, which you isn't overly fond of, but I liked them. There's skill grid in there. Then it also goes near the back here. There's pages and pages of games that were cancelled or apparently appeared in magazines, possible releases. No word of a lie, there's more games in this section what will actually come out on the CD32. It's fascinating. Well, for me, I find it fascinating. I won't go through a list of games that could have been coming out. Obviously things like Rise of the Robots 2. Desert Strike was an early release list apparently. Obviously Jungle Strike did. Games like Mega Race, which appeared on like a 3DO, I think. Tycoon 3. The Lawnmower Man, obviously Cyberspace and all that was around at the time. There's absolutely tons. And it has at the back here all the facts and figures, how many releases there were, what year they come out, the companies that released them, all sorts of stuff like that. Fantastic book. I think that's around 20 quid, and I don't mind spending that for just a fascinating insight to the CD32 really. Alright, on the games, a couple of recent, these are recent pickups, very recent. First Amiga stuff I picked up for a while, to be honest. They appeared on eBay and I thought, oh, go on in. They're around about £15 each, these next couple. So first up is the Mutation Gold compilation, which is actually reviewed in that book. There's 5 games on there. Doodlebug, which was a core design game. Cyberpunks, which might have been core design as well. Tin Toy, Tommy Gun, and Castle Kingdoms. So Doodlebug then. So this is a... oh, hello. Doodlebug then. Sequel platform fair, which didn't do much for me back in the day. Oh hello. How am I supposed to do that? So to be honest, don't know what I'm doing. Jumping from platform to platform. Oh no, I don't want to be down there. Yeah, core design, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, my idea of hello. We were a nice man carrying a car phone, and briefcase. He was Studio Gold. Okay. Hello. 1-up. Awesome. Yeah, I prefer a platformer with lots of guns and stuff personally, but. Oh. Yeah, it looks alright. I mean, not my sort of thing I would have played back in the day. Not enough guns in it, to be honest. But yeah, it's alright. I mean, for a 5-game compilation, it's not bad. And I mean, none of the games really stick out. Castle Kingdoms sounds quite interesting. Game of battle, magic and adventure set in a mystical world. Lead your party of 5 through many dungeons over 5 castles in search of magic gemstones or the talisman. Tin Toy was quite, I don't think quite well received, I'm not, but quite impressive looking. And Tommy Gun. Okay, so this is Tommy Gun. And you're the tomato at the bottom here. Oh, getting squashed. You're taking on the, looks like killer worms. Rescue the, so it's like Operation Wolf. They're carrots, aren't they? Not worms. Yeah, they're carrots. Am I running out of ammo? Maybe. It's not bad. It's not certainly not worth a full price game. Oh, what in there? I don't know. I get the idea of it anyway. Yeah, I quite like Tommy Gun. It's basically like an Operation Wolf or Beastbusters, that type of game. I need to work out what else I can do in the game other than just shoot the carrots. Carrots, brilliant. But you got a friend in there in the intro. I didn't show you the intro, called Big Cheese. So you play Killer Tomato. Awesome. You got a lot of humour and nothing else. Yeah, so pretty decent. Well, it's all right. Next up then, it's behind me. A couple of games called Whiz for the Amiga. There's the rather rare CD32 game called Whiz, W-H-I-Z-Z. And there's Whiz and Liz. There's this, Whiz, Quest for the Magic Lantern. Now I actually picked this up, a different version of this, a while ago. I might have showed, which is the single floppy disk size poster, badge, USB card. Doesn't have the floppy disks, so I've never actually chucked it onto the laptop to play the game. If anyone actually wants that now, give us a shout. I don't need it now. So. But this then, and again in this nice little slim case, obviously it's as it is now. It's a colourful platform romp with magic, jump on top of the baddies, that sort of thing. So look. There we are, that's Whiz, that's me. And jump, and use magic spells as well. It's your typical platform fare as in, oh, jump on the top of the baddies, take them out. That's quite nice, isn't it? I'll swap at that one because he's a bit spiky. Give him a miss. Ah. Oh. I quite like it. Of course, I need to read the instructions to find out what I'm supposed to do. Oh, hello. I assume I'm picking up spells or something. It's quite pleasant, really. There we go again. Ah, there we go. That's Whiz. Yeah, certainly do some instructions to know how to work the magic as such. I mean, I'm just playing around with it, but I might actually watch a gameplay of this because I quite enjoyed that. Just that little bit there, quite enjoyed it. Alright, final game. Now this one, this could be a bit dodgy. It's penciled in for release, it's in that book. Penciled in for release on the Amiga 1200 and it might be all my systems, I'm not sure. Definitely the AGA systems. And of course the CD32, which I have here. This showed up on eBay. There's 2 copies you have for sale, or he, she. So I nabbed one. It was only like 10 quid, so I nabbed it anyway. Dodgy or not, I nabbed it. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Yeah, it showed up on eBay for about 10 quid, so I got it. It probably didn't get released for a couple of reasons. Obviously Commodore going kaput. And it's quite a big competition of this type of game at the time. Speedball 2 and Brutal Sports Football. This then, It's definitely dodgy, of course it is. Mutant League Hockey, which was a Mega Drive game, ported over to the Amiga. It is unfinished. It's mutated mayhem on ice, the wildest, goriest, funniest game ever. So there's quite a few settings on it, although I'm having a quick tinker with it. You can change the gore level, the teams, the play area and stuff like that. Working out how to control it is interesting. That's the inside, so that's all there is. So dodgy, yeah. But hey, something to play on the CD32 if you want to, but the other games I mentioned, Speedball 2 and Brutal Sports Football, do a lot better. Here's a quick glimpse of it anyway. Alright. This is Mutant League Hockey, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, where I'm going, or anything else for that matter. Did I just get fouled? I'll just score. I'll just get dismembered as well. Quite possibly. Am I the weenies or am I the hearts? I don't know. Got a feeling I'm losing. Yeah, I've got no instructions with this, so what goes on goes on. Get the idea. It looks unfinished. Get up. And you got the likes of Speedball 2 and Brutal Sports Football. Have some of that. Yeah, it seems a bit unresponsive, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so yeah, I think I was losing that. Oh, I don't know. So there we have it. That's it. Wasn't a particularly long video, but that's something different. So the CD32 then, I don't know. It's like I say, it's not a nostalgia thing, but it's fascinating. It's a machine that could have been. Commodore didn't go bankrupt. Half the games that got cancelled would have probably come out, which means there could have been 300 games for the system. But within a year, the PlayStation would have blown it out of the water anyway. So who knows? System with potential, didn't happen. There you go. Right. I'm going to give this another bash and actually try and get somewhere. I'm enjoying it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.